Hey everybody, is it working? Okay, it's working. Hey everybody, wanted to make a go live and talk again about what I talked about last night, looking at the Nasdaq, S&P, and Bitcoin. Mostly Bitcoin though, but just gonna touch on the Nasdaq and the S&P real quick. Um, we're still waiting to um, come back to the downside towards these trend lines here to reach the bottom of this channel. Here's the Nasdaq. But yeah, it's just a question of you know, I guess we'll draw a trend line here, and we'll see if it respects this trend line or not. Actually, let me adjust this. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll see. Only time will tell with that. Probably the same thing's going on with the S&P. Yep, it is. Draw a trend line there. It's probably gonna break it. It might test the upper bound again, and then before it goes back down. But I'm expecting a correction at some point. That is going to be a steep correction, but after that, I am expecting it to go back up to the upside. Um, unless we break below the bottom trend line on the channels for both assets. But anyways, let's get back to Bitcoin. Um, yeah. So let me go to the daily. Just get rid of this. Oops. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, we had like a very minor fake out to the downside. But as you can see, the move is like so small. I mean, last night, it was up here. Now it's down here, right? So I know there's a bunch of people freaking out. A bunch of orders got liquidated right here last night when it kind of spiked up a little bit here. A bunch of short orders got liquidated. Whatever, whatever. But it's not over. I mean, you know, it's probably gonna um, dance around this purple line here, um, do some sideways action, and then slowly creep up. Um, we might even go below this purple line, but so long as we don't go below the orange one, we'll be okay. If we go below that orange line, then that's no bueno, not good. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just gonna slowly creep its way back on up, you know, and then at some point it'll, you know, it'll pump, and then it'll shoot past that point of resistance, or it'll just get rejected and it'll just come slamming down eventually if it just trickles up, and if it can't manage to budge above that line, ultimately it will slam down pretty hard. But I guess we just have to wait and find out to see. Um, I wouldn't be too worried about this purple line. It is kind of concerning that it is rising so steeply and so quickly compared to price right now, but that's kind of expected when you're gonna have a lot of chop. Um, like for example, like here there was a bunch of chop, and the price was coming down pretty, or not the price, but the purple line was coming down pretty quick, and the price was going up against it, so it looked like it was going to cross and go to the upside here, but it was just a lot of chop and indecision in the market, so it was kind of like a fake out. So we might have a similar situation happen here again. but instead to the down, like here was to the downside, here it'll be to the upside. So I'm not too worried about that, just because that purple line is so close to price action. Um, it's on the daily, um, and it's just too close, really, to gauge. But that orange line on the daily, um, I would say that would be my first real point of serious concern if price crosses below that threshold. And then obviously this green line here, this neon green one, right where my mouse is over, right here. Not the trend line, but the thicker one. Um, that would be, if price crosses below that, that would kind of raise my eyebrows a little bit more. Um, but so long as we don't do that, I'm still bullish. But if we do cross below, this orange line and potentially this green line, that's where I would get a little more concerned. Um, this purple line, I mean, considering where we are, if we weren't at the $100,000 level, more or less, I would be more concerned about this purple line. But psychologically, I think people are going to respect the fact that, they don't want to see Bitcoin go below 100,000. Um, because if I know that a lot of people, like most all people, they trade based on psychology, right? So in everyone's mind, as long as Bitcoin stays above 100K, everyone's bullish pretty much, right? But the minute that Bitcoin goes below 100K, everyone's going to freak out, right? And what needs to happen is the market needs to shake out all the fearful traders and investors, both going long and short. So that's what it's going to do before it does anything. It's going to have a bunch of chop, go sideways, be extremely volatile, do a fake out to the downside, maybe a fake out to the upside, you know. Um, and then it's going to finally make its move. So, it's just something to keep an eye on. There's going to be a bunch of sideways chop here. Like I said, the market wants to shake out as many fearful investors as possible. So I would personally not be shorting. The only thing that I would be doing is just trading the spot, no leverage, going long, and yeah, just I mean, I'm bullish, but that's just me. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But yeah, so just expect price to be extremely volatile and go sideways until things fizzle out, and then eventually it's gonna make a big move, and I'm expecting it to go to the upside ultimately, but it is going to scare a lot of people on its way there. All right, guys, I will see you later. Peace.